What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Gems of War for PS4. And today we're going to do Arena on Warlord 1. We're picking our first troop here, our common troop. We got Wraith, Hyena, or Thrall. Hyena and Thrall are pretty much useless, so we picked Wraith. He can steal life and mana. Pandeska Guard, Hag, or Summer Knight. Summer Knight's okay, Hag's pretty much useless, but Pandeska Guard blows up gems and does damage to two different troops, so we're going to get Pandeska Guard and Wraith so far. And because of colors and just how awesome Dragonian Monk is, we're going to take Dragonian Monk for the barrier and just the colors that it has. So I was doing a video for every weapon in Arena just to see which weapons could go how far on what difficulty and whatnot. And I decided that, now with Dawnbringer being out and everything, what's the point? If you have Dawnbringer, that's the best weapon to use in Arena. So I kind of jumped ahead here. We're using Runic Blade, which is probably the best of the weapons you can get without having Dawnbringer or doing anything in the Soul Forge with any of those top tier weapons. So as far as like a weapon anybody can get, Runic Blade is the best. So I wanted to show that it can beat Warlord 1. Runic Blade can beat Warlord 1. So this is without Dawnbringer, without any other weapon that's slightly under Dawnbringer and that type of tier. This is Runic Blade. Anybody can get Runic Blade. What it does is it does 14 damage, and if you kill the enemy, you gain like 10 to every skill, and then it'll keep building and building and building like that. So it's really awesome. You just have to get like one kill with it and you're off to the races. So as you can see, we have Runic Blade, Wraith, Pandeska Guard, and Dragonian Monk. So when you're going to pick your troops, you want to have Runic Blade in mind, because that's the best weapon. If you don't have Dawnbringer, which when I watch Tacit or whatever, he's everything's always geared towards like really high level players. Like he's always gearing stuff towards like people that are in the thousands, the level 1,000 people, the level 1,500 people. And the people I'm talking to is like the people that are under level 1,000. People like in between level 500 and 1,000. That's who I'm talking to right now. People who don't have Dawnbringer. People who didn't have 1,000,000 souls to blow on Dawnbringer. That's because I don't have it yet. I'm trying to get it, but I just don't have it yet. So if you're in the same boat as me, you don't have Dawnbringer, Runic Blade's your best option, pretty much. So have that in mind when you're picking your troops. When you're picking your common, your rare, your uncommon, whatever they're called. Your ultra rare, your rare, and your uncommon. When you're picking those, have Runic Blade in mind. You want to kind of make sure you don't get too much yellow, too much green. You want to make sure it kind of synergizes with Runic Blade. So I got Wraith, which is blue. I got Pandeska Guard, which will explode gems and give mana. And then I have Dragonian Monk, who has yellow, but he also has barrier and uses brown also. So they pretty much synergize with the Runic Blade. And there's our first victory on Warlord 1 difficulty, as you can see there. I don't really leave the screens up too long because I'm trying to go fast, because I only have an hour to record, and sometimes Arena takes upwards of 30 minutes. And I thought this was going to take a while because it's on Warlord 1 and I'd have to think a lot. But yeah, Runic Blade's your best option. If you don't have Dawnbringer, Runic Blade. So I was trying to do every single weapon and just see which one was the best, but I'm pretty sure that it's Runic Blade right now. And I also did this on hard, so Runic Blade beat it on hard, and I have that recorded, and I was gonna put that up this time, but then I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it on Warlord 1, see if I can beat it on Warlord 1 real quick. And I went ahead, and it was that easy. I beat it on Warlord 1 also with Runic Blade. So instead of putting up freaking hard, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to Warlord 1. Let's just get this stuff going here. I want to start putting up more challenge videos, So here we are on our second matchup. There's a pet gnome down there. or is that a pet? No, that's a treasure gnome, not a pet gnome. So when you kill that treasure gnome, you get extra treasure at the end, and it's like it's random what you can get, and you can get some pretty good stuff out of that. But you just have to kill him before he runs away. If he gets all of his mana, his spell will also have a chance for him to run away. And if you don't kill him before he runs away, you won't get the extra treasure that he has, which is that little bag where right in his upper left corner there. It's just showing you that it's a real treasure gnome and that you'll get extra treasure if you kill him and win the matchup. You can't just kill him, you gotta kill him and win. Take this purple extra turn, even though I don't use purple. Don't want them to have it, even though they don't use purple. You know, you gotta take your time on these. I'm going fast just for the video, but if you're doing this on Arena, just take your time. It's doable, and there's really no reason to do it on Warlord 1 or Warlord 2 or Warlord 3 or even hard. All you get is like a little bit more gold and a little bit more souls. I think I got an extra 1,000 gold and an extra like 500 souls or something. I don't know. But it did take just as long. It was. I think this is like a 25 minutes it took, and sometimes even on normal it takes me like 30 minutes to do Arena. But I'm saying, man, I really want to start doing some challenge stuff on all the games I play, because that's really what this channel is going to be. It's going to be challenge videos eventually. I'm just trying to get like the inaugural, how do you fucking say that word? Inaugural, I don't know, fuck it. Inaugural playthroughs of each game out of the way that I'm doing, and some other stuff out of the way, and then eventually this channel's probably gonna be all challenge type runs and all that. So here's one of my first ones here for Gems of War. I've done like the treasure hunt minigame and got over 100 turns, and I've got 2 vaults on that. And I've done some other things, but here we're going to do Arena on Warlord 1 all the way through. So that's 2 wins down, 6 more to go. Warlord 1, still on Warlord 1. And what I'd recommend if you're trying this is if you lose, go ahead and turn it back down to normal and just complete it out so you can get all your rewards. You don't want to risk losing on like the 3rd matchup and getting pretty much nothing for trying Warlord 1. If you lose, just start over pretty much. Just put it down to normal and just play it all the way through. That way you can get all your rewards instead of, you know, losing on Warlord 1 twice and then not getting as much rewards. So with Runic Blade, you just want to get it up as fast as possible. Green, yellow, gems. But you also need to get something else up, because on Warlord 1, all the enemies have more health and more armor. So you're going to have to hit them with something else first, or you're going to have to hit them twice with the Runic Blade. But as you can see, I just killed an enemy with the Runic Blade, and it gave me like 10 to every stat. It gave me 10 attack, 10 armor, and 10 health. And that's really good. Like if you get that twice, then you're going to have 29 attack, a whole bunch of armor, and a whole bunch of health. You pretty much can beat the team all by yourself. You can pretty much win with just the Runic Blade after that happens. And since I got a Dragonian Monk too, doing barrier, I got Pandeska Guard doing a little bit of damage and also creating explosions. And then the Wraith can steal mana when I need it to, or it steals health and does a little bit of damage. But as you can see, the health of the enemy over here, you start out with only 14 damage on your Runic Blade, so you can't kill any of those enemies with 14 damage on the first crack at it. So you gotta knock them down a little bit here. So the ideal thing would be maybe get Pandeska Guard up, hit the second troop there, and then use your Runic Blade on the second troop. Since he has the lowest health, I don't care if the enemy has 1 health left. If you can still hit it with the Runic Blade, we're more worried about the stats, the 10 to attack, the 10 to health, and the 10 to armor. We're more worried about getting that than we are about using the whole 14 damage, if you get what I'm trying to say. You're more worried about the kill than the damage. Who cares if you waste 13 damage on a troop with 1 health? You're going after the 10 attack and the 10 health and the 10 armor that you're going to get for getting the kill. So don't worry about that. As long as you can get the kill. Like the first troop there has 6 health now. And I have 1 health. Ooh. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be close. We got our Dragonian Monk dead. We got 1 health. It's not looking good. I can't remember if I'll lose this one or not. Luckily, they don't have any really good troops. Ooh, they got me. Ooh, I wonder what happens here. Okay, we got the kill on the first troop. We got a Wraith and a Pandeska Guard. Got them both up. That's good. None of their troops are very good. Get the skull damage and the... Okay. Yeah, so Runic Blade can beat Warlord 1. I might even try it on Warlord 2. Actually, I did try it on Warlord 2. There we go. Killed the second troop. Just got 2 to go. The Hag and the... I forget what that thing's called. There's an extra turn. We got our Pandeska Guard. We can blow up some gems. We got a red extra turn there. Okay. And I'm sorry about the audio. Like, I forgot to turn on the Gems of War audio. And then I know I have a slight buzzing in the background of my microphone. I'm trying to fix that. It might be fixed. I just tried something before this video, but I'm gonna keep trying till I get that fixed. And the Gems of War audio, I'll remember to turn that back on next time. But it's not a big deal. It's just troops yelling and like gems making noise and explosions. It's not that big of a deal. But I'll turn it back on next time. But this is gonna be close. The panda versus the skeleton. And we get the win. See, it's gonna be really close because they have a lot of stats. That's 4 wins. We're halfway there. We haven't lost yet. Runic Blade, baby. So you just want to get a kill with the Runic Blade. That is your goal. Runic Blade is the best weapon. If you don't have Dawnbringer, and you know there's other weapons in between Dawnbringer and Runic Blade that you can create in the Soul Forge, like that may be a little bit better than Runic Blade, but you either have it or you don't. You either have Dawnbringer or you don't, There's some people that may be in the between stages, but Runic Blade is still just as good almost as those other weapons. The only weapon that's way better than Runic Blade is Dawnbringer. There might be a couple in there that are used to create Dawnbringer that might be a little bit better. And also Mang, like Mang type weapons that strip armor. And those are kind of good, but they're mostly used for raid and invasion. Runic Blade's a little bit better in my opinion for this. Because it's not just armor. Like, if I was going to use Mang right now, it would only strip like 5 to 6 to 8 armor off these guys, It's only going to gain like 5 attack, you know what I'm saying? So, I'd rather gain the 10 attack and the 10 health and the 10 armor. So, in my opinion, Runic Blade's better than like Mang. And you can't, even if you upgraded Mang and upgraded Runic Blade all the way, like you can't even use your upgrades in Arena. You have to use everything like at bone stock. So, that's what I really like about Arena, is that everything is at bone stock, so it takes a lot of skill. I feel like Gems of War is more of a grind fest. Like 90% of the game, Gems of War is just grinding. Like whoever's in first right now on the PvP, it's just a grind. Like they grind it to get there. They're playing this game every second on 3 trophy. They might have, and they probably have a meta divine team that they're using that's winning in like 10 seconds or whatever. Or, maybe like 20, 30 seconds, whatever. But that's just a grind. Like they grinded to get there. It's not taking any skill. And then even with the new raid and invasion stuff, that stuff actually takes a little bit more skill now than it used to. Like PvP, like, I don't know, it just feels like such a grind to get trait stones, grind to get levels, grind to, I don't know, it just all feels like such a grind. I can win 3 trophies all day. I'll lose once out of every 20 battles. So I'll go like 19-1 on 3 trophies. So it's not like taking me any skill really. All I did was build a team, fully trade it, fully level it up, which all was grinding, and just looking on the internet for a good team. And then using that team on 3 trophies and pretty much winning like literally 95% of the time on 3 trophy. So it's a grind really. Like you're going to win 95 battles out of 100. So, and the people that are in first are just doing that all day or for like 10 hours a day. And that's why they're in first. It's not because they're way better than you. It's because they're grinding way longer than you. But so that's what I like about Arena. It takes more skill. You got to pick a team. You got to be careful like which troops you pick for your team. They're all on bone stock, you know. They're not upgraded, so no grinding was involved. And the only thing you have to do is pay 1,000 gold. But the only thing on the other side of that argument is Dawnbringer. Once you get Dawnbringer, it makes everything so much easier. But they also took Dawnbringer out. I can't face Dawnbringer. My team right here, it cannot face Dawnbringer. Used to be able to. When they first introduced Dawnbringer, if you had a Runic Blade and you didn't have a Dawnbringer, like say you don't have a Dawnbringer at all, you used to be able that you could face the Dawnbringer. You could still face it in Arena. And that was hard. Like, I would lose like every other time I faced a Dawnbringer. So I'd pretty much have to hope that I didn't face more than one Dawnbringer in an arena, or I might lose. But now they don't put you up against any Dawnbringers if you don't use Dawnbringer or something like that. There's a new thing they're doing. They took the Dawnbringers out for everybody that doesn't have Dawnbringer. You don't have to face a Dawnbringer. So that's good. I haven't seen one in Arena in probably a month or so now. So that's what I'm trying to help everybody that's, between even level 100, 200, 300, but mostly the people I'm shooting for are probably people in between like level 300 and level 1000. If you don't have Dawnbringer yet, use the Runic Blade. And this is just showing. There's no reason to do Warlord 1. There's no reason to do hard. There's no reason to do Warlord 3. There's no reason. Do normal and get it done as quick as possible, but use Runic Blade. And this is just an advertisement for Runic Blade. It can do it on Warlord 1, so it can definitely do it on normal. And this is just to show that, hey, even if you don't have Dawnbringer, you can do Arena easily on normal. It's easy. All you gotta do is get 1 kill with your Runic Blade, which mine keeps dying, and I still keep winning on Warlord 1. But it is an awesome weapon. It's really the best of the basic weapons that aren't in the Soul Forge for a million freaking souls. Which is crazy. I don't know even how I'm gonna get 1,000,000 souls. I switched over to Celestial Armor. I switched to a different home kingdom that just gives souls. I've been playing a lot of Arena because that's how you get the most souls, is by playing Arena. It's a close. I mean, you can get close by using a soul farming team, but I think Arena beats it out because in 30 minutes or less, you can get. You'll see here in a minute, but you get like 3,000 souls or something like that, or 1,800. It's between like 1,800 and 3,000. I forget. We'll see here when I get done. But it's a lot of souls in less than 30 minutes. When if you're using a soul farming team, you're getting like 150 souls a battle, and each battle takes a couple minutes, So really you're getting like let's see, like 1,500 souls in a half an hour, while here you're getting around 2,000, So Arena is way better if you're farming souls. I think it's the best way to farm souls. But there are other ways with like Ferris Ra and Dragon Soul, Valkyrie and like Warlocks and stuff like that. You can make a soul farming team, go to casual and go to like Explore or casual PvP or something like that. I still think it's a little bit slower than if you just blaze through Arena as fast as possible with Dawnbringer or Runic Blade. That's the fastest way, in my opinion, to get souls. Because it takes me around between 20 and 30 minutes to do Arena. And you get like at least 1,800 souls. I think it's like more than that. It'll be a little skewed because we did Warlord 1 here, but that's what I'm showing, so whatever. We win again. We lost a couple troops, but that's gonna happen. Trying to level up my archer class. It's been taking a long time, but that's 6 down, 2 to go. Warlord 1, haven't switched it at all. If I die, if I lose, I would switch it to normal and just finish it, because you don't want to die twice and lose early. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be too bad if I did it right now. If I lost right now twice in a row, I already have 6 wins. It might be worth it to finish it out on Warlord 1. But if you lose early on Warlord 1, if you lose early on, just switch it to normal. If it's in the first 3 or 4 battles that you've lost twice, I would switch it back to normal and just finish it out so you can get all the rewards. But if you make it to like the 6th, 7th, 8th battle on Warlord 1, I would just leave it and just, if you die, you die. You finish 6 battles, you'll still get rewards, you know, good rewards for the 6 battles. I need to remember to turn the damn audio back on. I don't know. I forget why I even turned it off. I think it was just really loud one day and I turned it off. But got our Runic Blade up, got our Pandeska Guard up, got our Dragonian Monk up. These are all good troops. I recommend all of these. I recommend Wraith. It has life steal and mana steal. So it'll steal their mana and get it back. So once they have 7 mana, go ahead and try to steal it. And you can't decide whether you steal mana or you steal health, but you just gotta hope it does what you want it to do sometimes. And if you steal 7, it'll be up again. Right there, I killed him, so that's even better. Pandeska Guard explodes gems and hits 2 troops, so that's a good troop. I would recommend that as well. And Dragonian Monk does an X explode, and every yellow gem you hit on the X explode, and you get to choose where it explodes. Every yellow gem you hit is another barrier you get, so you can get up to 4 barriers on. You can get every troop barriered if you hit 4 yellow gems with the X explosion. So it's really good. That's a good troop. Dragonian Monk is really good. Especially, it's just the barrier. It's got a badass barrier. And you can always hit at least 2 yellow gems, I'd say. So you always get at least 2 barriers off the Dragonian Monk. So I got pretty much a little bit of everything here. I got a troop doing barrier. I got a troop doing explode, and I got a troop stealing mana and doing a little bit of damage. And between the Wraith and the Pandeska Guard, we're doing enough other damage, supplementary damage for our Runic Blade. But if I had any less damage, I don't think it would work. There we go, number 7. 7th win on Warlord 1. Still on Warlord 1. Just trying to challenge myself, just trying to show how good Runic Blade is. I don't think I was ever going to get around to doing every single weapon. They keep adding weapons. Even after they added Dawnbringer, I should have stopped then, because Dawnbringer's the best. That's just, it is. Dawnbringer's the best. What am I going to say? I'm going to test all these other weapons. You need to go get Dawnbringer. If you want to know what the best arena weapon is, it's Dawnbringer. You're going to have to save up 1,000,000 freaking souls, or turn diamonds into souls, or turn glory into souls, or turn gold into souls. You're going to have to get 1,000,000 souls, plus build all those other weapons it takes to make Dawnbringer. It's hard for people like me who are like, I'm level 800 something, and I just joined a guild. I just joined a top 15 guild. We're number 13 on PS4. Forgot to say that. I'm in a new guild. It's called Bats Out of Hell, and we are number 13 on PS4. We got Rex. So it's kind of hard for me to save up a ton of souls right now, because I got these big Rex I gotta hit now. First time I've ever had to do that. The last guild I was in was like number 90 on PS4. Now I'm on number 13 on PS4, gunning for number 12, you know, an actual real guild. So it's kind of hard. I gotta give up like 500,000 gold and 200 trophies and 1,500 seals every week, and I gotta do guild wars every day, and invasion and raid pretty much every day, every other day. So it takes up a lot of your time. So I recommend trying to get Dawnbringer as soon as you can, but it's just super hard to get fucking 1,000,000 souls. That's difficult unless you're like Tacit or a level 1500 who has nothing better to do. Because once you get to like level 1500, you're gonna have so much gold and keys and all that shit, you won't know what to do with it. But anyway, I just wanted to show the power of the Runic blade. 8 wins, no losses on Warlord 1. Oh, and shout out to Megiddo Gaming, shout out to Crimson Fury, and shout out to Pro Survivor 1, 2, 3, 4. Please subs, please like. Peace.